Minecraft has an abundance of mobs, and today we'll uncover 12 small mods that brings new subtle mobs across the game. Let's start off with Eager Beavers, a mod that centers around beavers. These animals reside along river systems, where they'll scour the nearby surroundings for any trees to claw out. Trees felled by the beavers will be used by the animals to build a dam site near a river body. They will also feast on any food items they manage to find. Rarely, a player may also encounter a beaver lodge near these rivers, where a group of beavers call their burrow home. Occasionally, beavers themselves are a bit clumsy, but are a nice addition to see the world come to life from just one inhabitant. When darkness descends, 2 new ghosts from the Ghost mod reveal themselves to the world. Floating peacefully across the world's biomes, these ghosts bring some friendly company amidst the monsters of the night. The ghost, if satisfied with enough glowberries, performs as a viable companion when exploring, fighting, tinkering with enchantments, or just for those wishing for some peaceful company. The mini ghost, on the other hand, generally forages the forest floors for any saplings to replant. Come daylight though, the mini ghost will conceal themselves as a plant. These bubbly ghosts add some new friendly life to stumble upon at night. Nice if players want to do some friendly ghost hunting. Roaming around the plains or cherry grove biomes is where the next mods mob can be located, the leather pig. Leather pigs are tiny pigs which can be ridden by the player despite their smaller size. The mod also lets players discover a new fishing enchantment, Leather Blessing. Every successful catch will additionally give the player leather. The leather pigs are cute animals to see, however their main mechanics like taming them aren't fully integrated, or don't work as intended. Nether Sentinel adds a challenging boss for players who delve into nether fortresses. Aroused from disturbing the nether warp within, the Nether Sentinel is a hulking monstrosity and will make a quick end to any unprepared explorer. Defeating a Nether Sentinel offers the player one of its tusks to create the Sentinel Amulet, a reusable artifact that imbues a temporary night vision and fire immunity effect when taking damage. Infected Netherwort is also another core drop from the Nether Sentinel, serving as the catalyst to summon a Nether Sentinel manually from a construct. To those seeking a new threat, may like to go up against the Nether Sentinel. Jagm's Kiwis introduces New Zealand's iconic kiwi birds to Minecraft's forest biomes. Amidst the forest floor, these swift birds sift through the dirt for food, like seeds, and rarely unearth nuggets of iron or gold. Players can breed kiwis with seeds, but may need to keep their cats on a tight leash, for they take a great interest in making a meal of these birds. Choosing to kill a kiwi may yield kiwi fruit, that can either be eaten on its own, or used in developing a pavlova. Roaming amongst the kiwi folk is the odd laser kiwi, that will not tolerate any threats from a creature, player included. Kiwis are a fun and cute addition to bring some life and charm to the world's forests. Bees are a delightful addition to breathe life to Minecraft's terrain, and now with the mod Queen Bee, the bees have been expanded further with new features and a challenge to face. Found by the new beehive structures, the queen bee protects her hive and her honey from invaders. Similar to bees, the queen bee doesn't pose a direct threat. Only if provoked will the queen bee and her hive defend themselves with their lives. Dethroning the queen bee will reward the player her antennas, that stops all bee aggression if equipped. This can be used in tandem with the craftable Stinger Sword to summon friendly bees to provide healing aid in the midst of combat. Players who enjoy the buzzy bees will welcome the inclusion of the Queen Bee mod to expand upon bees. Navigating the colder biomes in Minecraft is where players can encounter a new roaming villager with this next mod, Wandering Trapper 2. Accompanied by its wolf companion, the Trapper offers an array of pelts it has collected for sale, in exchange for emeralds and other trinkets. With exception to the polar bear pelt, the pelts on their own don't serve much application. However, the furrier, another villager profession, takes a great interest in these pelts and will gladly accept them for a generous price. To those wanting to expand upon villager variety in a small way, Wandering Trapper 2 fulfills that need. Let's swing the focus now to their adversaries, the Illagers, for this next mod. The Modifiger is a mod that adds the Modifiger into the Illagers' ranks. Supporting their troops in raids, the Modifiger attacks its opponents indirectly through constructing arrow spires and deploying spawners from a distance. Left unchecked, the Modifiger can establish a deadly presence on the battlefield. Isolating them from their allies is the best way to dispose of them, for slaying the Modifiger will demolish all of their buildings. Modifigers bring a unique photo face with some clever tricks up its sleeve to spice up Illager raids, holding much potential in introducing variety into combat. Players who have watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy may recognise this particular fish in this next mod. Babel Fish brings the fictional Babel Fish into Minecraft's bodies of water and is a rather talkative fish, conversing with the player about their surroundings and gives potential hints for nearby points of interest. As for the fish itself, player can choose to either eat it as normal or scoop them into a bucket for some silent mouthy company. Additionally, players can consume them directly from the bucket to reap the full extent of the fish's translation capabilities. Doing so lets the player automatically decipher sounds from nearby mobs, giving an opportunity for mobs to express themselves a bit better, all while providing a nice source of information as they splurge about the odd biome or structure that's close by. It may be a bit too talky for some, but the Babel Fish is a way to bring a quirky and engaging mob to see and swimming about. Pigeons, one of those bird types that are seen everywhere, and now with the mod Pigeons, well, have settled into Minecraft. Numerous pigeon types from all corners of the world have resided across the world's forests, plains and jungles, easily recognizable from their iconic bird calls. Flocks of pigeons are also found within dovecotes, small aviary structures where players can see them roosting. As an option, pigeons offer a source of food, which may be handy if the player is daring enough. Regardless of whether the Columbidae's family is a fascinating bird species, flying rats, or government spies, pigeons is a great addition to bring ambient bird life into the world. The next mod, Chulls, provides a new rideable and useful beast to aid in the player's endeavours. Inspired by Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere, Chulls are not naturally found roaming the world. Much like the sniffer, players need to uncover and hatch the Chull eggs, located in the Soulcast ruins. The Chulls begin their life as a Kremling, a young and undeveloped form of the Chull. Over time, the Kremling undergoes various stages of metamorphosis, which can be influenced if they're fed with the new Lavas grain, extracted from the Lavas polyps plant. Eventually, the Kremling will mature into a fully grown Chull, where its purposes can be fully realised. The Chull can fulfill as a portable double chest, albeit a slow form of transport. Much like other rideable mobs, the Chull can reproduce and be healed if fed Lavas grain. It's a little buggy at points, but Chulls are nevertheless a unique and useful mob for the player. Hamsters is our final mod for today, that adds hamsters into the world of Minecraft. These little animals are found throughout the plains, fields and meadows, potentially sleeping if spotted. Besides being a cute but sleepy animal, hamsters may run on a hamster wheel, a new craftable block that allows hamsters to convert their energy into redstone power, as well as being a good form of exercise. In short, players who want cute hamsters in their world will be satisfied by this simple mod. Hopefully these small mod discoveries bring some interesting variety to your game,